From the prelim, I've learned a lot about all the different type of shots, like establishing shot, wide shot, medium, etc. Because when I started the course, I started a few weeks late, so I didn't have the basic knowledge. And when we were filming, I didn't really know about that establishing extreme close-up and stuff. I just knew like the basics. I think since the prelim, with doing some of the filming for Gorilla, I think I've experimented with different type of shots. I remember filming some of the tube scene. I think I used a close-up, but then went into an extreme close-up after to emphasize on the blood running through. I've done some filming on the skeleton. I think it's at the beginning where it goes past into the blood. I started off with the camera unfocused, and as we were on the tracks, we went forwards, and as we went forwards, I focused it onto the blood and then focused out again. So I think that's how I have improved through appropriate shots and using a camera. I now know that when you're filming, you should film in, I don't know what it's called, but MF. It's not autofocus, other one. Because you're able to use autofocus, not autofocus, sorry. You're able to focus and unfocus depending on what you want to do. Whether you want to give effect of having it unfocused, you can make people be kind of confused about what's going on, question it, sort of thing. And I also didn't know that I could change the resolution on my camera when filming, so that's when Sir changed it and then kind of understood and saw the difference. In the prelim, the people that were recording didn't really use that many shots, and it was quite blurry because we used a hand, we didn't use a camera as HD as the Canon, so there's a contrast between my prelim and our film Gorilla, because you can see the different cameras that we've used. I didn't really know about continuity and editing, so I left. I gave the editing to the other two that filmed and gave my input and stuff. But yeah, we didn't have a lot of continuity in our prelim. There's quite a few jumps. There's a bit when Andy is walking towards a chair, and it's a black chair, but when she sits down, it's a white chair. So the editing that was done wasn't that great, and if we didn't get to re-record some parts because we ran out of time. Through continuity, you can tell where our whole group has improved from the prelim, because our opening sequence flows straight through, it makes sense, there's not any jumps or anything. So using iMovie is not as advanced as Final Cut Pro, so you can see that we used different editing softwares. I think the 180-degree rule, that's what we was meant to emphasise on in the prelim, but I don't think we executed it that well. I think there were some parts when we went over the line, so we broke the rule, but in our opening sequence, we have used the 180-degree rule. I think we used it quite well in the fighting scene between the girl and the doctor. I think that we kept to one side, we didn't cross over. I think in the woods as well it worked. But yeah, I think that's what I've improved on since the prelim. Mainly the shots and editing that I've worked on. So, yeah.